Welcome to Father Fish and the Natural Aquarium.
Hello, everyone. So it's just me. I am here, just waiting for everybody to come in. So Megan, poor Megan, where she's at, they do not have internet. So it's just me. Don't know how long I'm going to be on. Depends on how many people come in. As you can see, I'm in the fish room. So yeah, I thought it'd be something different than the office. So when you come in, just come on up. I guess I need to put the, oh, wait a minute. Let me get the link up. You, hey. And here's the link to come up. Hello, hello, hello. Yes, you're not seeing things. It's just me. Never seen more. Haven't seen her in ages. Well, me and Dina actually go. I'm on my page and she's on hers. Psycho Plant Lady on Wednesday nights. We do random mischief. So, yeah, she still does it, but she doesn't do the Sunday night live. She just does the Wednesday night, and whenever we decide to, I don't know, do just like a pop in, we do that every now and then. But yeah. Megan took over doing Dina's on Sunday nights. The only problem is Megan does not have internet right now. So it's just me. Oh, sure. If you follow her, you should get notification when we do our lives on Wednesday night. It's just called Random Mischief. We do it at 7:00 on her page and mine. And I'm usually here. I'm always here. That's nothing new. I'm always here. But yeah, we have a lot of fun. So it's not just the tanks that we talk about. If you have any pets, any hobbies, anything like that, yeah, you're welcome to come join us. Hello. And Bella, of course, is on my lap. Can't get settled. Oh, not a problem. So is there anything, is there any questions? Like Megan usually has all this already settled and we just come on and start talking. But with her being out of internet, she can't even, like, she was able to text me and say, hey, I don't have any internet. So yeah, I decided just keep on because it had already been posted that we were going to go live. So I didn't want to just not show up. Lou is doing good. He does Tuesday night live. The last 2 weeks, he's actually been here doing his live Tuesday night at 7:00. So yeah, he's been doing really good. He did a sleep study and they told him to wear a CPAP machine. But other than that, yeah, he's doing good. He's moving around. He's doing a lot more. We kind of we're slowing down on the betta breeding because we now have 5 batches of bettas here that are just little babies. So our next project is to try tetras. Oh, cool. Yeah, it is. It's an awesome place. Yes, they are. You have to be precise. There were some males just did not want to blow that bubble nest for a female, no matter what female. Then we had some that the males blew the bubble nest, but the female wouldn't have anything to do with him. And yeah, it was fun. But I finally got, yeah, I ended up with 5 batches, one by mistake. Oh, wow, 10 at once. Oh my gosh. No, I specifically set up a tank with just the two. Um, yeah, it was fun. Like, waiting for the precise moment of when to take the female out. I have a batch at home actually that the male's getting ready to come out. Um, but yeah, it is a lot of work. And then once the babies get here, um, feeding them and keeping them on a schedule, um, doing like feeding them 2 to 3 times a day. I do the not white worm, the micro worm culture. I do that in the morning. And then at night, I do the rotifer. I hope for, oh no, in bottles. Oh my gosh, that is crazy. Yeah, I specifically set up tubs and then put the parents in, and when it was time, took them out. So they're actually set up in different tubs. The one, it was one of the plant tubs. It just had a whole bunch of hornwort in it, and there was a couple of females in there, and forgot that the females were in there, and took a male and put a male in there because it was time to take him out of the tank with the babies once they were free swimming. And I took them out and I just stuck him in there. And it wasn't till he started blowing the bubble nest, I was like, oh no, there's females in there. And next thing I know, there was babies. So yeah, that was fun trying to get the 2 females out. Oh wow, in the bottles. Yeah. Wow. Did you get them out of the bottles okay? I know that probably sounds like a really silly question. How do they get them out of the bottles? I mean, aren't they like we've seen they're like Coke bottles, so it's a real small opening. How did they get the fish bottles? Oh, okay, so it's a little bit wider. I don't know what that was. Something just happened. They have big tops. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. You have to have a bigger opening. It's been a long day for me. It really has. Yeah. So I'm actually sitting here next to these 10 gallons here. Fun. So if Bella will let me, how am I going to do this? I can take this camera, maybe, very carefully. If it'll let me. I don't want to get y'all dizzy. So these tetras down here, these tetras are the ones that we're going to be breeding next. They're pretty cool. Oh, that is so cool. We also have these tetras over here. And it's saying my browser lost connection. I don't know what that means. Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know. Can you all still hear me? Wow. I don't know what happened to the camera. Can hear but not see. Yeah. Everything's plugged in. It's those darn gremlins again. What are we going to do with those gremlins? Oh, goodness. Still nothing, huh? Wow. I'm so sorry, guys. I have no idea what to do here. When I moved, yeah, I put the camera back, but it's not really doing anything. You just gotta love those technology gremlins, right? That's all plugged in. That's plugged. Everything's plugged in. Maybe restart. Yeah, I can. Yeah, if you only knew what I went through. Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and end this and see. I'll probably have to come up in the office if I can't get the camera working. So hang tight. I'll be back. I promise. In stream. And I'm back. Yeah, that talking bubble was something, wasn't it? Well, I'm glad you're here too. Yeah, that was yeah. So I guess we're still recording, right? I hit end stream and it didn't stop, so maybe that's a sign. Hey, Adam. Oh, goodness. Yeah, so I'm going to leave the camera right there where it's at. I'm not going to move that anymore. Gremlin again. Yes, the gremlins attacked when I moved the camera. I took the camera off the laptop to show the fish. So we're doing the glow tetras, and I believe they're black tetras in there with them. So we're going to be breeding those with the I think they're rummy nose tetras. I really should know that if I'm breeding them, right? I think they're the rummy nose. So yeah, that's going to be a lot of fun. So I'm actually learning a lot. Father Fish is teaching me how to breed the certain, all the different types of fish, and it's super interesting how the different fish do it. Like they have the babies the different ways how they breed. For greatly tell me. Oh, wait a minute. That was too fast. What are you saying? Please tell me the layers of substrate for healthy plants and shrimp. The layers of substrate. Um, so we have the deep substrate, which is the dirt with the supplement in it. You cap it with 2 inches of sand. And then you put the plants in there, depending. It's preferable a heavily planted tank. Really, for shrimp, you can use any of the plants. Hello, Lisa. Wow, from France. We're going to look at fish this evening. Oh, cool. Me, I'm struggling doing this solo. Other than that, I'm doing good. It's been a very long day, but it's good. This is the best part of my day is coming back here at the end of the day, and it's just me and the fish and Bella, and it's just so quiet and peaceful watching all the fish, and then slowly all the lights going off. How is he doing? Father Fish, he's doing great. He's doing. They're actually fitted him with a sleep, a CPAP machine, so hopefully he can get better sleep at night. The foot came in. Did I say foot? Did I say 2 foot of sand? I meant 2 inches. One inch of soil and 2 foot, 2 inches. Oh wow, that's really cool. This oh yeah, the gremlins are really taking control tonight. 2 inches, not sure. Oh, okay. I went back and read that later. Never mind. A spider or a snake? Yeah, the CPAP should help a lot with his sleep. Oh, I thought I was reading that wrong. Wendy Brown are dead. Um, don't worry about the leaves if they fall off and die. If your roots are still good, they will come back. So even if they melt away, they will come back. They kidnapped, yeah, the gremlins kidnapped Megan. Yeah, they did. She has no internet where she's at. And she's like, I still don't have any internet. And she wasn't very happy about that. She's been out for a while. I think it went out. I know it was out yesterday. I think it actually went out Friday night. The tank farm. Yeah, we have, I believe the last count was 56 tanks here at the shop. And that's just the regular tanks like these. We also have in just about every single one of the plant tubs, we have fish in there too. You've been sitting in another stream. I went to go into StreamYard, and the stream that I know was up because Megan did it last week. She did both of them, the one for last week and this week. It wasn't there. And I'm like, how do I get in if it's not there? So I had to do another one. So I don't know. Like the other one just disappeared on me. I'm sorry you had to wait like that. No wonder I'm tired. Yeah, I get like about 3 hours of sleep every night. Yeah, if the roots are good, then the plants will come back. You just have to plant them. Now, if the roots themselves are bad, then they're not going to come back. But as long as they're white, they will come back. And all you have to do is plant them, and just make sure you don't plant them too deep. A lot of people, and I did the same thing when I first started planting the plants. I put them down too deep. If you put them all the way down into the dirt, past the sand, then yeah, they're going to burn up and die. So that's why we say add 2 inches of sand, and you only put the plants down 1 inch. Hi, Cinnamon. Two arrived dead. Oh, goodness. Okay. Send an email letting us know that, and just say that, I said it was okay to send more snails to you, and we'll get them out. We'll get them out Monday. 3 hours is healthy. Some would disagree with that. 3 hours of sleep. Yeah. But at this point, I've gotten used to it, and I can't sleep more than 3 hours. And it's not even like a straight 3 hours. It's waking up, going to sleep, waking up, going to sleep. But you get used to it. It's funny how you get used to things. Oh, not a problem. And we have Jacob. Hi, Jacob. How are you?
How are you all doing?
I'm fighting the gremlins.
I know I was seeing. I got a new heater today because I checked my old heater and it was set at 77 degrees and it was holding about 85. And for the last week now, it's been jumping like every other day to like 87 every day. And it's
Oh,
just
wow.
getting, and I checked it. And so my thermostat was really bad in that because it's set at 77 degrees, it's holding 85. It's almost a 10-degree difference.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Yeah,
now
that's go ahead.
I set it again, and now well, I have it set about 83. It looks like it's kind of going down a little bit, but that's okay. 82 is still good. I have it
Yeah.
set at 80, but I did that, and then they ripped that big old chunk off the top. That's nice and fluffy. And then I went back here and refixed all this again. Uh, look, that's how the big that plant got. It's getting nice and thick. And then I did the best I could, but I pushed this mulm down a little bit and then recovered it with a quarter of an inch of sand on top, so I could keep pushing the mulm down. I still don't have green at the bottom. Good buildup.
That
Look,
is awesome.
there's no buildup. That's over 1 year. I have no foul. Look at this. There's no foul.
No, it's not. It's looking really great.
I can't believe I did that though, because even though after I gutted it like I did with all the plants, I think I cut way too much, but it's catching itself back up and recoming back. But I don't think I'm gonna cut it that heavily ever again, but I'll cut it enough to where I can still see my fish. But this is way too open right now. I can't wait for it to come back.
Oh, it'll come back. Sometimes they're slow, but they'll come back, especially where you had that fluctuation in the heat. That might have something to do with it. But now with that new heater, and that's a good thing that you keep an eye on that. We had a heater, one of our heaters here went out, and we didn't realize it till I forgot who it was. I think it was Bryce had went to do a water change and realized that the water temperature was too low, and they added or he went to crank up the heat because he saw he saw that stuff on one of the fish, and he went to crank the heat up and it wouldn't go up. So that's how we knew that heater went up. So we put a second heater in there, and then the first heater kicked in, and then remember the show where the heater kept beeping? That's
Yeah,
why it was beeping, because the first heater had kicked back on, and so both heaters were running at the same time, and it brought the temperature up to like 90 degrees. So we ended up taking that first heater out.
yeah,
Um,
that's what my here. It was getting near that.
yeah,
But
it's scary.
I ran for like 4 or 5 days, like 88, 89. But I did see where a lot of my fish, they were like kind of uncomfortable. I think it was because the temperature was too hot at that point, like 89, 88,
Yeah.
89. Because it was mainly these in my old tank. I did all the degrees. I went to about 64, 65. But most of my fish, they do good on the high 70s. But I prefer, since I have tropical fish now, I just prefer to keep minimum 80s. I actually don't like to go under 80 on anything.
Yeah. Jeff, any of the crypts will do. Um, so any of the Wenties, the Undulata, yeah, any of the crypts will work in the front of your tank. They're all about the same size.
I think those blue ones really got attached to me really, really quick because they have done so much more than any of my angelfish have ever done. But I put them in, like I said, when the tank was more stable than it has ever been. Is that maybe a reason why they're doing so well? I mean, look at them. They're not worried about no. They know that they have food in that tank.
Right, right. You've done an amazing job on that tank.
And then sometimes I think with me having high heat, because I know my oxygen's not messed up, he does come up here to the top. It's like
Uh,
he's sucking it up at the top. Is he doing that, or is he saying that my oxygen?
that I couldn't tell you. I don't know. You're talking about the angels, when the angels do that.
Yeah, because it's not where he does it here. Maybe he's doing it right now. See him?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I
is he?
see that.
But see, he blows it out. Is he actually going for bugs?
He could be. You have those. You have that the bug stuff at the top, right?
Oh yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah. So he's probably eating that.
Look, you want to
Adam
see?
says. Adam said he has had friends tell him that heaters should be changed once a year. Um, that they always quit. I don't know about once a year, but definitely keep an eye on your heater. Especially if you have the tropical fish, you want to make sure that you keep that temperature up where it belongs.
Well, it's
Jennifer, I'm
consistent.
sorry about your fish.
Look, they've really gutted all this. It's really gutted up here. See how it's
Wow.
they really gutted it. I mean, it's got a little bit like where you can see like right there. I mean, it's a little heavy, but for the main part, they've really like. But I've got bugs and everything that crawl through there. They crawl on the glass. They crawl on the filter. That's why I don't really care about like the sponge filters and that little filter. I could actually probably go without it, but I like my waterfall. That's the only reason I have that. Does serve with just a little bit of extra filtration, not much. It don't really do nothing for me. But I really benefit a lot from them. Um, but I don't clean them like that. I I haven't cleaned them since today, and it's like months I go because they don't build up. And then this is not touching the back for 1 year, and it's not even heavy. That's only 1 year. Very little.
Yeah.
But I
Well,
do notice that looks like cyano, right? It's like teal.
I honestly don't know what that is.
I
I'm
thought
still
cyan
learning. I'm like learning as I go. So a lot of these things I have no idea.
I thought a lot of the cyano would grow down here, down on the substrate.
I don't know if anybody in the chats know about that. Can you give us some information? Because yeah, that's one thing I don't know about. Somebody was asking about discus. I do have discus, and we have a tank of discus here. We usually keep them temperature wise about 84 to 86 degrees.
Those loaches I've got getting big, aren't they?
Yeah, they are.
I was talking to the Discord group the one day, and they said the loaches pulled my shark in their little clan because my shark is allowed to go up and like clean his skin. I've watched it happen. It's so cool. Like he'll go up, he'll clean him off if he's got like dirt or something on him, and the loach lets him. He'll do that, and they like to stick together in like a bunch. So they think of him like a loach.
Oh, wow.
But they are very skittish. They're very shy. The bigger I see the seams that they're getting, I think because my tank is too small.
Are they telling you it's time for an upgrade?
Uh Basically, and they get the see that's him playing around. He's trying to get my attention because he's trying to do like flips. I do like circles and stuff with my hand, like a hand gesture. Like a beta that they say you can teach beta.
Uh
So
huh.
I don't. I taught them to do tricks. I don't know. Did I? I guess I taught them to do tricks because they do that every now and then when I see them more often now. So maybe I taught them to play tricks, like which is a good thing because I know they have a personality, and I guess they found a connection, trust with me.
Yeah, especially if you feed them, and if they see you coming to the tank and they know you're going to feed them, like the Thunderdome out there with all the African cichlids. As soon as I walk in the room, they are all in the corner at the top because they think I'm coming to feed them. So yeah,
Oh,
your fish get to know you, and you know they're going to come at you because they think, yeah, we're getting fed.
that's so cool though, because I've been trying to train them for quite a while, and they're actually doing really good. Like all I have to do is twirl my finger or stand in front of them, and if they recognize me, they'll usually come out and show me attention.
Yeah, it's really cool when all the fish do that.
And then at nighttime, when my lights get ready to go down, my angel fish go all to this side, and you see all the tetras start running a school from the middle of the tank, and they'll chase each other around in and out of the plants right here, come back here, go in and out here, and come back. And then about that time, it's about 10:50. Because, see, with me having just that on off switch, I kind of try to replicate that as the best I can as like a timer. So I will do at 8:15, this light goes on as a sunset. Then the backlight goes off at 8:25, and then from 8:25 to 8:30, 8:35, this light gets switched over into night mode, the blue. So it's kind of like a slow adjustment, but right away. I really can't wait to get like a timer or an upgraded light that will allow the adjustment to go instead of automatically to like a slow adjustment, because sometimes that freaks my fish out, and I think that over time can cause stress a little bit to your fish. I've noticed.
I don't know. Adam says his pond koi are nerds. They hide, and then if he gets in the pond to work on it, they kiss his legs.
Oh, that's so cool.
They're coming for food. They're saying, "Come feed me, feed me."
That's so cool.
Yeah,
Yes, so
a favorite crypt. I don't know. I kind of like them all. All the Wenties to me look alike. I do like Bacchetti. Bacchetti's, the leaf on a Bacchetti is a little bit different, and it turns really pretty. Lucian's is kind of tall and skinny. So I don't know. I think my favorite would probably be Bacchetti. Bacchetti.
yeah, 29 degrees Celsius. That should be about 83, correct?
I don't know. I'm sorry. I don't know the conversions on those.
Me
Um,
neither.
I really don't. I didn't
'Cause
have to
I'm
learn that in school, so it's just something that I never had to pay attention to.
because my tank's holding. If that's holding correctly, but then again, I mean, with me having all that open and all that open, I mean, is that gonna set my degree off much?
How warm is your room? Your room temperature will has something to do with it too.
Probably 69, 70,
Popular says 29 degrees Celsius is 84.2 degrees Fahrenheit.
84.
Uh huh.
So I'm
Thank you.
holding. So I'm holding 81. So that my temperature gauge is under what the the that is supposed to be at, but the light hasn't kicked on neither. So
Huh.
hopefully it didn't die on me. I still got my receipt. I'll have to keep my receipt because if it when should I be worried with what if it falls under 80?
Uh, I know this one. Father Fish told me when my lights went out, um,
Uh,
he said, "You're fine until it gets below 70. Do not let it
that,
get below 70." So I would say when it starts going below 80, I would get another heater in there fast.
uh,
It was Google. Well, thank you to Google and thank you for looking it up.
yes. Yeah, it's
29
doing really
degrees Celsius
well.
is too high. 26 is better. 70 is bottom threshold. Yeah. Yeah. Father Fish says don't let it get below 70. And that was for the discus. And what happened was it did get below 70. I did not bring them in when I should have and have them at the shop. I was assuming that my lights would come back on and it didn't. And that's when I lost my discus because the water temperature got below 70.
Ooh. I think that one time when my lights and stuff went out the power,
Yeah.
yeah, for 3 days, my tank did actually go down. I think it was 74, 75. Nobody got it, but you could see where a lot, especially my tropical fish, like my angels, when I first originally had my first set in this tank, it happened. You could see it. They were stressing out because they were becoming too cold at this point.
Right.
Like any below that, they're just going to get too cold.
Right. Right.
So
They
I
will.
needed to back up, and then I could see a difference. They started acting normal again.
Adam, that's a good idea. He says he touches his tank when he walks by it. Um, and feel the heat, because it's how I discovered it was cold the one time when his heater died. Yeah, always try to check your heater at least once a week, if not more, because you never know. I had a small tank, so I bought one of those small heaters. They call them beta heaters because they're just little tiny heaters preset, and they're preset I think to like 75 degrees. And I had one in a tank here, and it went out, and did not know it till the fish died. Because this one, it was plugged in, so I just assumed it was working. But no, you always want to keep track of that.
Mm. Yeah, I'll have to keep an eye on that heater tonight and check it and see what it goes to in the morning because, well, it's a 200. 200 should be perfect, right? It should be okay.
It 200 watt.
Yeah.
It should be okay. Lloyd, it all depends on the fish that you have. 74. Some fish are okay at 74. Like my bettas are okay at 74. Guppies are okay at 74. But your other fish, like your angels, your discus, they need to be up a little higher.
That's what at the beginning my friend's tank was like pinging 79, 80, and then I finally got them to understand, and now they're running no minimum like under 84 to try to hit that like that middle dot 85, and discus love that warm water.
Yeah, and Moat B says having several thermometers helps too. Yeah, keep one at each end of the tank, especially with the bigger tanks, because you might have fluctuation. I would think, depending on, like, if you have just one heater and it's heating the whole tank, it'll be warmer in some areas and not in the other.
Correct.
That's what I would think, anyways. Any new plants in stock? I'm ordering more plants on Monday, so we do have like some special orders. I kind of looked over some of the orders. I am making a plant order on Monday. Our sale that we have on all weekend, and it'll run through Thursday, is buy one get one half off the medium plant pack. We have changed the plant packs around. So you're getting a little bit of everything. You're getting less stem plants, but you're also getting more of other stuff. You're getting the microsword. You're getting ferns, anubias. So you're getting a more variety of plants at the same price it was before. But this week we're running the special buy one, get one half off of the medium plant pack. The name of the crypt, the one I like is Bichetti. It's just the way the leaf is shaped. I don't know. I just kind of like the way it's shaped and the color it gets.
Mm.
Yeah, Lloyd says he keeps a thermometer in the tank in case the heater malfunctions. Always a good idea. That's another thing that tipped me off when the one heater, when it went out. When I looked at the temperature that was inside, that's when I saw it was actually 90 degrees. And that's when Father Fish was like, yeah, just take that other one out. It was causing it to get way too hot because it came back on and nobody knew it came back on.
Ooh, ouch. Because see, at this moment I don't need high heat. So
Right.
I'll be high heat for no purpose, and then it will stress my fish out because I did notice when my tank was going up like 87, 88, and I wasn't having this issue with nothing. Those angels, you could tell they were stressed. They weren't foraging. They were hiding in the corner because the temperature was getting out of whack. They know something's causing that temperature to go up for no reason.
Right. And Dookie says, I gauge just about everything from my fish behavior. Um, if it's too cold, they will drop to the bottom level and lose color. The fish behavior, yeah, they can tell you, hey, something's going on. If you notice something different, something strange about your fish, if they're acting in a way that they don't usually act, check the temperature first. Check for ick and check the temperature.
Yes, yes.
David says, do you have a thermometer in your tank, and is it the correct size for your tank?
What, this one?
Yeah. So
I'm
yeah,
not sure.
so because you have it at the edge and your heater's in the back, it's kind of giving you a more accurate reading as to what the temperature actually is, the water temperature. Like you don't have it. Make sure when you place the thermometer in your tank, don't put it next to the heater, because the heater can make it go up and give you a false reading. Make sure it's not next to the heater itself.
So I do have it in a good spot.
Oh yeah, I would say you do. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, because I mean, with the temperature dropping, it might not be that might be inaccurate because nobody's stressed. Usually, when my temperature would go down to about that 80 degrees, I would still see a difference from 80 to 84 degrees. They respond different in a warm that 84 condition to an 80.
Right.
So that might have just gone bad on me now.
That could be. Um, Ron T says he had Ultims at 65 in his garage, and he took the risk. Yeah, that is a risk. Ultims are a form of angels, right?
Yes, I heard they're the originals of the angels. They were what started the angel fishes, like all the angel fishes.
Yeah.
I heard they started it. Altums, everybody that could get them, but it was s- a lot still. But not everybody could get that Altum. But I heard Altums were the start of it. Well, I might be wrong. I'm not sure, but I thought that's what I heard. I thought I heard it. Those were the start of them. They're
And
pretty, but they're hard to get.
Modit B says they say when temperatures are high, the oxygenation is low. So that should be taken in consideration when having the temperatures up at 85. So that might be another thing. If your temperature is too high, that's why the angels are doing that.
So maybe 85 might be just a little too warm for them. So maybe that's
Right.
why I put it at 83.
Yeah, I keep my well, now I have a couple of baby angels at in my tank, but yeah, the temperature we have here for discus and angels is between 84 and 86.
Okay.
But I believe it's
I,
like
I
84. The hornwort I sold you is turning into a monster. Yes, hornwort is very fast growing and will take over your tank. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, Jeff, that's
would
no
I
problem.
I be able to just order from Father Fish Jungle Val and Red Jungle Val, like a big package of it,
Yeah,
instead of
yeah,
ordering the pant package, and instead of the plant package,
right.
but from
Order just the
order.
bow. Yeah, you
Yeah,
can do that.
yeah, I just want a lot of Jungle Val because I think
Uh,
that's what we're gonna come up to see the Father Fish the aquarium shop.
right. Oh, cool. I can't wait. Dookie says he loves the blue on your angels. They look very happy in there. And Lisa says the colors are beautiful.
Oh yes, they didn't have this color. I'd say about 2 months ago. When I first got them, their black stripes were not as colorful they did look really stressed. I think it's because I'm getting fit. Well, see, but I went to the place that I I helped for them to understand a lot more things, and they're doing really well. So I say overall, they do sell healthy fish. They're just slightly stressed because of the environments that
Yeah.
they play. I mean, it's so hard to get them to understand. But I did the best I could, and they really do appreciate. They really respect me a lot. I mean, I get discounts on fish. If somebody has a real hard question and I'm there, they'll ask me to answer it because they don't want to sell them, something that is guaranteed. Like a lot of the chemicals, they don't have many left in the store. They've actually gutted a lot of them because a lot of them they understand now that there's no need for them if you guide your system in a very successful natural way. You don't need none of that stuff. None
Right.
of it.
Do we
So
have?
for being a store, I think I did pretty good. I mean, they're not in the healthiest conditions like the setups, but the fish once they get into my tank and my friend's tank and whoever I help to get a very good support, uh, they're they turn out so amazing. I can't wait for the Philippines to get really big because they're going to be a beautiful fish. I know it.
They are. They're beautiful now. And we have a question. Do we have discus feeding plan for 10 centimeter size? How many times a day and what type of food? Any other additives such as vitamins, minerals, etc. Well, here, air discus are smaller than that. But I tell you what, I go around, what I feed them is the flake food. I feed them in the morning, so I just feed them once a day. If you have a food web in your tank, you can still feed them once a day, but you don't have to. We don't have any additives or chemicals, vitamins. We don't have any of that we put in them. And David Fink says, nice plants, Jacob.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I know I used to really struggle with maintaining plants very, very bad. I mean, very bad. I kind of feel bad for how I used to keep my conditions, but I learned,
Right.
and I had a very good support, showing me a lot of support to this, and it made a big difference.
It
I
really does.
actually, I wish when I pass away, I know it's not going to happen, but it's a nice wish that you could wish could happen. But I wish this could, you know, come with me because it would give me so much, relief, so much happiness, in the afterlife.
Right. And Jennifer, yes, that flake food is awesome. Um, we have two different kinds. We have the mysis and garlic, and then we have the color and growth. And I usually pull the color and growth, and that's what I feed all the fish here. Now, there's other foods that some of the fish also get. The cichlids in the big Thunderdome, the African cichlids, they will also get shrimp. Um, the monster tank that has the shark and the oh, what else is in there? We have the catfish in there and the knife fish, the ghost knife fish. They also get shrimp. And then, of course, the other monster tank that has the giant gouramis. We now have silver dollars in there. The arowana, they also get shrimp. And when we have the feeder goldfish, we give them the feeder goldfish too, so they have something to chase. Yeah, I've combined them too. Jennifer says she's combined them both. I have done that at times too.
Oh,
When
look
I
at
have a
that!
little bit of energy, and just throw both the flakes in there together and mix them all up. Just mix them together and then feed them so that they get both at the same time.
Look, do you see that? That one's got it now. The the black cancer stuff. See the
Uh-huh.
black? Those tetras, I guess, are known to get that, especially with the black ones, because they're the only ones that seem to keep getting that black cancer.
Huh.
See the
Does it
blackness?
does it go away?
No, it slowly kills them.
Oh wow.
I think it's something to do with their DNA. I think it's a trait. Some of them get it and then it passes it down because it's not every single one. See how these look a grayish? They
Yeah.
don't have they don't have that dark blackness. That's I just noticed that. So another one caught it. That's probably about the eighth or ninth one that has caught that.
Oh wow.
I think one of Father Fish's videos says something about sometimes it's something to do with the something it'll carry itself down in the ancestry thing and like you the best thing you can do is just let it peacefully remain in the tank. See, it's not causing a disturbance. There's no bacteria, outbreak from it. It's something to do with it's some kind of cancer in the black cell, like an all black. A lot of all black can get it real easy.
I wonder what that is. I'll have to talk to Father Fish about that.
Yes, because he'd probably be able to explain that way better.
And
Wow, that's
that's
one of my girls. Maybe she's stressed and it caused it to come back. I guess I don't know. Cause see,
I
she's still
um,
holding eggs. Nobody's dropping eggs. All my girls are holding eggs.
do you
She's
have like
big.
rocks or marbles down there in the bottom?
I have slate rock right here.
No. Okay, so Father Fish told me with tetras, and this was so fascinating when he explained this to me. Tetras, when they drop their eggs, they'll just drop them, and that's why you have to keep like marbles or rocks at the bottom, and then the eggs fall in between the rocks or marbles, whatever you have down there, and they'll hatch down there, way down there in the rocks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I did not know that because I was like, okay, how do we do this? How do they, do they have eggs? Are they live bear? Like I didn't know much about tetras other than, they look really cool. And that's when he was telling me to set this up. You got to have marbles or rocks, something that round down there so they can get down in between the rocks. The eggs will fall down in there and that's where they'll hatch. Because the tetras, I believe he said, will eat their babies.
Oh man. So they're ones that because a lot of them they do. I think they'll try to eat their own fry sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, we do know that some guppies will eat their fry. Bettas will eat fry. So yeah. I don't know. So yeah, this is going to be an experience for me. I can't wait. I've started giving them black worms so that they'll egg up and get all ready to lay them eggs. And then we had some gouramis, the honey gouramis in here. Bryce went to do a small water change and clean the filters, and he noticed a bubble nest. And so we learned about that the honey gouramis will have a bubble nest and put the eggs in there, and then they hatch from there. So we had to move. We took a pair out and set them up in a separate tub so that they could do another. And he created another bubble nest. So we're real excited about that too.
Yes, that's good. That means you're getting ready to have babies.
Baby honey gouramis. Yeah, I can't wait. Some of these fish are just like every time we turn around, we're finding babies. the Waru that had babies before. They've had a couple of eggs where they laid them and they died off. Then they just had another batch of eggs on the rock. And when we looked, we're like, okay, there's no eggs there. I didn't think anything of it when I fed the fish. I was like, no, I don't see any eggs. Well, that's because they hatched. And so now we have more Waru babies. Yeah, we saw the little wigglers down there under the stone. So yeah, now we have even more Waru babies.
So with the Warus that they love to eat plants, what
Yeah.
if you put, are they aggressive? Can you keep them with any other fish?
We do have some Warus that are in with the giant gouramis and the arowana, and because they're all about the same size, they're like not real aggressive towards each other. The other two pair we have separated just because they have laid eggs, and he wanted to see if they would have more eggs. So yeah, we have had Waru with other fish before. And you have a question from Lloyd. He says, Jacob, I used to have pebble stones in my past non-father fish tank. Worked well in hatching all tetra varieties.
Okay, so my question, I do have like small pebble rock, like I would say like a little bit bigger than gravel, like gravel stone. It's like normal gravel that you would get from like a river or a creek. It's small, but it's a whole box of it. If I do a small layer on top, will I mean can will that work maybe on
It
top of my?
might it might work. I tell you, what I did, what I've put some of these plant clippings in. I went out to the Dollar Tree and they have a bag of the polished rocks. They're small, they're like small size, and I would get a bag of them and just put them in the bottom of your tank. Yeah, they're about a half inch, maybe an inch big. So they're small, but they're on the small side when it comes to rocks. So they're not like big rocks, but they're about marble size, maybe a little bit bigger than a marble. And just put some of them down there.
That's probably about the size. Well, yeah, some of them in there, they're probably about the size of that, like a marble. So
Yeah.
that might work.
Yeah, it might work. Yeah. I would think so. Yeah.
Now, is there a
Um,
limit? Be like a quarter of an inch, or like, do I want to do like an inch thick of that, or not that thick?
huh. Depending on how big they are, I would just make like a nice big pile of them. I don't know, probably about an inch, maybe 2 inches. Give them lots of places to hide. And then we have someone that says a big ball of moss on a container and use a small rock to maintain moss on the container. Tetras will discard the eggs on the moss. Plus, you can take container out once all eggs have been dropped. So there's another idea, putting lots of moss down there. And we do know from Dina and her mat algae and moss, yeah, the fry will hide down there in the moss. The point is, getting them to the point of them becoming fry. You don't want the fish eating the eggs.
Right. Yes, you don't want that. Man, they are really showing off tonight. That is nuts.
And Lloyd says a 1/4 inch pebble stone is his go-to. So that's what he uses.
Okay.
And yeah, that's a really cool idea with the moss.
I did that before. I just don't like how it overruns and kind of like, because it can get really, because I just like to get it bushy. And once I get it bushy, I don't cut it back. And that's like the ruin thing.
Right. Well, the same part, I'm sorry, I don't know. I don't want to butcher your name. That's why I haven't been calling you by your name. Said he's been breeding lemon and emperor tetras for years this way. and he gets to raise the fry in a 20-gallon breeder.
Wow.
And Jennifer suggests putting a pile in the corner of the tank. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, like over in the corner.
Maybe like a corner here or like
Right.
there.
Yeah, either corner would work.
Because once it gets filled again, it's going to get really thick.
Live bears, hornwort and moss are, yeah, they're really great for live bears. Now with the bettas, I like the Rickia, so I put the Rickia in there. It's a floater, and I'm telling you right now, all the betta babies that I have, all of them, there's Rickia in every single one of those tanks, and the babies live in the Rickia. They love it. Like all you do is tap on the Rickia, and the babies go swimming everywhere.
Damn.
So,
I wonder how you sex the clown loaches.
that I don't know. You might want to be careful of the loaches, though. I don't know if they would eat them. I don't know if the loaches would eat the fry.
They might, because they like snails, they like worms, they like a lot of things that move.
When you build rocks like that, the loaches like to go in there.
They will. Oh, yeah, because see the tunnel, they'll think it's a tight space they can go in and
Right.
shove them. Maybe I could build a couple rock piles.
Could be, or maybe take your tetras out when they get ready to drop, put them in a smaller tank, and do that over there. And then once they drop their eggs, put them back in this tank. That way, your fry are in a separate tank.
So use the same water then in that small tank setup base, so I could set it up exactly like this and maintain a separate tank for them like that, like this with.
Yeah, that's what Father Fish is suggesting that we do. That when these tetras are ready to drop their eggs, we take them and put them in a separate tank, let them drop their eggs, and then take the parents out so that they don't eat the eggs, and that way we can monitor the eggs.
Okay, that probably would make a lot more sense than trying to keeping it in, because everything that I've got will try to eat that egg, I think.
Yeah. And they also say loaches sex them by the bottom fins like cory cats. They're very similar. That's good to know.
Okay. So which one we gotta get real close here? So is it like the middle?
Well, it says sex them by the bottom fins like cory cats. Lava rocks are really cool too. Yeah. But again, the loaches would go right to them and take over that pile. Adult clown loaches can grow to 20 centimeters. Wow.
That should be about 18 inches, somewhere around there, right?
One hand. Yeah. Pretty big.
From what I'm understanding, I think a female should be about that 8 to like 10 to 12 inches, and then the male is typically like 14 to about 17, 18.
Yeah, I'm not crazy about the loaches.
But
They're
I
fun
was
to
always told
I don't.
for the worst ones to ever get. I was always told to stay away from it because these are the ones that will crash the tanks. But I in the perfect condition, and they've never dug. I mean, they did dig, but I did teach them not to dig too heavy, and that's why I keep bringing it back up each time it wants to come down, because they do dig slightly, but I keep raising it back up to teach them that I do not want them to dig, but it's instinct. Can't stop them, but but by continuing to raising it, it will basically show them that, I'm not accepting them to dig like that.
And Lloyd says 20 centimeters is 8 inches.
8 inches?
Uh-huh. And let's see, he says rounded fins are typically females, the narrow fins are males.
Okay. So is that, I'm guessing, maybe the same way you would do
Yeah,
this?
that kind of makes sense. Yeah.
I guess he's a rainbow shark. Is that how you would do him as well, by his back dorsal fin back there as well, I guess?
Sharks, I don't know about.
That new Father Fish video that he just put out, I love that big ball of shark. I'd never seen one that big.
The Bala shark here.
I think that is there, yeah. It was in his recent video, Veterans.
Yeah, I assume so because yeah, we have a pretty big Bala shark in there.
That's a big boy. What's he, about 7, 8 inches?
About 8, I think, maybe 10, but I think it's about 8 inches.
That is awesome. I wish I could. Well, see, I need a bigger tank. I mean, I think I would be happy with my next place we get. We're getting a more stable condition to where, like, flooring, all that. So I'm going to be able to set up probably 4 or 5, maybe 55 gallons, maybe a little bigger than that.
Cool.
So it's going to be really helpful because then I can have multiple tanks and not just, focus on one. I've already completed one. So now my focus is to have multiple so that I can manage multiple and then be able to enjoy that multiple with really no stress on me, because one at the beginning was real stressful till I understood everything and got to know how all the processes work, on their own naturally. And then this one tank, I mean, I come a long way. I mean, if anybody can remember when I first, I remember at the beginning when I had no bottom, and then I went not even a quarter of an inch of gravel, and then I went to sand, and then I tried open dirt, and then I tried capped dirt, and then I fell in love with the capped dirt because I found the right connection with
And
the
we
dirt.
got somebody cracking jokes here. Sunday night Jacob Fry. So Tim, if you want, you can hit that link and come on up and show us what you got. We would love to see it.
Yes. I want to see all kinds of tanks.
Can anyone tell me what it means when my one tetra is constantly swimming with its head upward, suddenly, and at times going to the surface and almost hovering it? Kind of depends what your water temperature. Your other tetras are fine. It's just the one. Yeah, I don't know behaviors of the tetras. If no one here in the chat knows, you can always ask Father Fish. He goes live on Tuesday nights at 7 o'clock. You've checked the temperature and changed the water. I don't know. Yeah, what kind of tetra is it? It's a black skirt. The neon one is fine. Yeah, I don't know. If you want to hit that link and come up, you can show it so we can see it.
Did you know sharks like to eat algae?
Sharks like algae?
Yeah, he likes algae.
Oh, cool.
He's been sitting here yanking this. He loves it.
There is no link. All right, I can put it up again. I'm learning new things every day. Wait a minute. Control copy. There we go. There's the link. It's swimming slightly on its side. Oh, goodness. Right. It's hard to tell what it is. I personally don't know. Same food. You're just asking all kinds of things. Jacob's tank is a 55.
Yes.
Where did it go? If anybody can help me, I don't know how to pin it. I know it's here in the chats.
Is Gremlins attacking again?
Well, it's just one of the things I haven't learned how to do yet, so I don't know how to pin it.
Yeah, how to do all that.
Right. Like someone told me how to do it, but telling me how to do it and walking me through it are like two different things. So you haven't given it
Other than that, I mean, it's
today or yesterday? Screen. Try to go on the Discord channel. Oh yeah, Discord. Keep forgetting about Discord. Shame on me. Go on Discord and ask them. We do have plenty of people over there that will be able to answer your questions. And Lloyd says Bala and ID Sharks love algae wafers.
they love them. Okay, so then that's good then, because I keep putting in 5 algae wafers, the small ones, the wee little mini ones, on my feed time. Because once I lost my plecos, I was just gonna stop buying the algae because I didn't know whether or not. So that's good to know then. My shark, because it was weird because he didn't like to eat algae at the beginning, and now for like 7 or 8 months now, I've been watching him. He eats algae all the time. Sometimes.
Terry says, I'm cleaning my 75-gallon res turtle tank. Right now, I've got 2 other aquariums with all sorts of fish. I've got like 8 feeder fish in. With the turtles, just wonder what other fish would be good in her tank. Like to live or for the turtles to eat? Because they will eat guppies.
Oh,
And the females having rounder fins. Yeah, the people over on the Discord, they're amazing. So they're experts from all over. I say experts because they're very knowledgeable in their field of what they know. They can pretty much answer any question you have. These are regular working people, so they're on Discord on their off time. So if they don't answer your question right away, please don't get upset. They will get to your question like as soon as they can. So these two fish are rescues. You don't want to keep pets of your own enjoyment. You really want them to have the best life and never suffer. Yeah, I understand that. It's really hard when you see a fish not doing well. You don't want it
yeah.
to go belly up, so to say. Yeah, right. I don't blame you. You kind of get attached to the fish. I know a lot of people laugh at that, say, it's just a fish, but no, it's not. When you feed it, you care for it. Yeah, you want it to be happy. She's not eating the feeder fish. Okay. Fish and turtles, I could not tell you. I know Dina has some musk turtles. She puts some guppies in there as feeders. I don't know any fish that the turtles won't go after. Although when we had the turtles here, we had goldfish in there, like the small, tiny goldfish, and they didn't seem to bother them. And yeah, they do. Fish feel pain too.
Oh, yes.
So if there's
All
anyone
right. You
else who
all,
wants to come up, oh, are you getting ready to leave?
yeah. Yeah, I got a couple things I like to go off.
All right. Well, thank you for coming up and staying, for over an hour. We don't mind. We
Yes,
love
no
your
problem.
tank
Thanks,
pickup.
well.
See you
Yeah.
later.
No, I love it. Oh, thank y'all. See y'all Wednesday.
Okay, I'm back. See, I'm still here. So yeah, it's funny because even little Bella here has grown attached to all the fish. She throws a fit when somebody comes in. If she's here and someone comes in and we have to pull a fish from one of the tanks, she does not like that. She watches very closely, and when you put that net in the water and you come out with a fish, she starts barking and going crazy. She does not like it when you pull the fish out of the tanks. Father Fish calls her silly. Yeah, you silly dog. I think it's kind of funny. She's very protective over the fish. She goes around with me, and as I feed the fish, when she's here with me when I do that, and she makes sure that every tank gets fed. Bella, yes. If you don't know, this is Bella. Bella is she's my Jack Russell, or she is my she's Jack Russell. Mhm. She is the Father Fish mascot. She has been with us since she was 6 weeks old, 8 weeks old, 8 weeks old. And yeah, she kind of grew up here in Father Fish. So she's gotten attached to all the fish. Starting an angel and oh, I almost missed that one. Let's see. This mouse does not want to work. I've got a hot pink juvenile angelfish. Love it. I'm starting an angelfish and discus tank. Gonna be awesome. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to see that. You have to come up and show us. I would love to see that. She is an angel. If you're talking about this Bella, yeah, she can be, she's an angel. She's the best. I love her. She goes with me on the weekend when I work at the crystal shop. So she sits there with me all day, and that's why she's always here on Sunday nights with me. She's also here at night when I go live Wednesdays with Dina. And of course, you know, the flake food, sometimes, you know, a couple pieces fall on the floor. Yeah, she likes that too. I have a strange dog. She'll eat anything off the floor. She really likes the mysis and garlic. Yeah. So far it hasn't hurt her, so I'm assuming it's like not toxic for her. I mean, we give it to the fish, so why not, right? Yes, the dog knows the routine. Your fish are sleeping. It's 12:30 a.m. Monday morning in France. Oh my goodness. You're a night owl. You're my kind of people. I'm up all night long. I don't hardly get any sleep. Never bothered to fish. No, she doesn't go after the fish. Even the ones that I have at home, she'll sit there and watch me go around and feed all of them. She kind of gets upset because none spills on the floor there. Yeah, she's something else. When I'm trying to lift these things up, to lift the lid off and get the food in the tank at the same time, yeah, some of the food falls in the floor and she's right on it. She's stands right at my feet when I feed, and she is right on that fish food. Same in Belgium. Wow, that's amazing. We got some night owls with us. My dog got in and ate my whole packet of Cuttlebone from my. Oh my goodness. Was he okay? So far, my Tetra, I changed the water nearly 40% last night and then kept the water volume in a 20-gallon tank low, down to 60%, so it won't get exhausted going to the surface, and left it alone. I don't know. I'm thinking you might need a little bit more water in it than that. A little bit better. Okay. Late nights, I watch Father Fish shows and miss during the week. Yeah, hey, it's a good time to catch up on your shows. Not like real bone. Okay. Yeah, she hasn't, this Bella, she hasn't tried any Cuttlebones yet. I keep them in the tanks, but were you like freaked out a little bit? Sometimes I get worried when I see her getting into something. The first time I saw her eating the flake food, I was like, no, don't do that. It didn't bother her at all. So it's like, okay. Oh no. Well, before going to sleep. So they were fine when you went to sleep, but then died when you woke up. Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry you lost your guppies. What's the... Okay. But yeah, if you get a chance, definitely ask somebody on Discord about that. So at Mud, you're welcome. I give all the glory to Father Fish. He is the man with all the knowledge. Um, what I have learned, I've learned from him. And if I can pass any of that along, I will. But yeah, the people on Discord are amazing. Astrological. You know, I never would have thought about that. It's funny because me and Dina blame, we either blame the gremlins, the technology gremlins, solar flares, full moons, retrogrades. Yeah, I wish I knew what to tell you, but and I'm sorry, I don't. The best I can do is tell you, get on Discord like as soon as you can and ask over there. It is 7:30. It is 7:35 here in the evening, so I'm sure somebody is on and would be able to answer. I can't guarantee an answer right away, but yeah, they definitely try to get to you as fast as possible. And since they're little guppy fry, if you have any microworm culture, give them the microworms or rotifer, or if you have any kind of baby fish food, we have, I forget the name of it, Prime. We have the Prime baby food. We have the microworm culture. Anything like that is good for fry. If you have green water is good for them too. Yeah, you definitely want to give them baby brine. Depending on the size of the guppy fry. But yeah, fine baby fry powder, baby powder food is. And as they get bigger, as they get a little bit bigger and can handle the brine shrimp, give them that. Yeah, I made a green water tank by accident. Only because Father Fish said for the baby fish, for me to leave the light on. So I was doing that. Plus, I was feeding them 3 times a day, and yeah, the water turned green. So now they're in. No, really, I am so sorry about that. There might be some instructions on Discord. Send an email to the Father Fish Aquariums, and I will get that paper in the mail to you. We do have a printout of paper that tells you what to do, how to do it. You take, matter of fact, I can go get that now and show you. If you just give me just 1 minute. Less than a minute. Less than a minute. Yeah, the dry food, that'll work too. Yeah, it is. So the microworm culture paper, it actually looks like this. So what you do is to prepare the container, use a quart-sized container, which I believe we sent you. A quart-sized container with a lid, fill it 2/3 full with cooked white rice. You can also use instant potato, oatmeal, cereal, or even bread of any kind of starch works. We use the white rice here. Next, it's your lid. So you want to poke one hole in the lid, insert a small piece of cotton, then make several tiny air holes, which your lid should probably already have that in there, those containers that we send you. This allows airflow while preventing gnats. Gnats will turn it into maggot culture and ruin your microworms. Next, place a 1/4 teaspoon of live microworm culture on top of the rice and spread it out a little bit. Next, you want to sprinkle a very thin layer of active dry yeast over the entire surface. The yeast feeds the microworms and allows them to multiply. At least once a week, sprinkle a thin layer of dry yeast to activate the rice and convert it into the microworm nutrients. And then to harvest it, you'll see it. It'll look like spider webs coming up the side of the container. That's your microworm. So you just want to take like a paintbrush and just wipe them off and then swish it in the water where the babies are. But yes, this is the paper. If you send your send an email, and I'll make sure that you get this in the mail. That was my bad. Yeah, baby brine. We actually only go like 2 days with our baby brine, with our brine shrimp. That's something else you want to keep it going and get fresh. Yes, Jeff, thanks. You didn't have to point that out. It was, I told Dina that this was one of those nights that, let's see, Megan didn't have any internet. She had company over and couldn't join. And I was like, that means, I don't want to like not show up because it's, there's people waiting. And, I didn't want to let anybody down. So I was like, I got to go on. And this is one of those times that I needed like a nice big drink before I started. But so far, so good. I have water here. That's it. And I haven't even had my water yet. Even the flake, Greg, the guppy guy, yeah, you crush your dry food to make it into a dust and then feed the fry. You could do that. I have also, if your flake, we keep our flake in the refrigerator. So if there is a way you could actually crush that small enough, I assume too. Put a piece of bread and tank water in the big container and put the paste in there. So yeah, that is an option. It said anything that provides that, and then just follow the directions the other way. Like don't forget to sprinkle your yeast on top. Porridge. I don't know. I think it said oatmeal though. I dropped my paper. It says white rice. You can also use instant potatoes, oatmeal, cereal. So yeah, like the warm cereal or even bread, any kind of starch. So if your cereal has starch in it, I guess porridge would. Uh, Cooked rice. Yeah. Yeah, interesting. He actually sent Bryce when we went to set up more cultures. He sent Bryce to the Chinese restaurant to get a couple containers of already cooked white rice. Uh, yeah, and he used that. I was like, okay, we're putting rice in there. We did try with the oatmeal once. I don't think that really worked to his satisfaction. So that's why he went with the rice. Stir the baby food in the water so the fry don't gasp up in the air. Eating the crushed flake food from the surface to feed the fry. Yeah, I haven't done that, but I assume like with the powder, I don't know. Hashtag big drink. Very big drink. Thank you, Lloyd. This is my first solo. I've always had either Dina, and then when Dina had to walk away, then I had Megan. So I've never done solo before. I have to go get yeast. Yes, the yeast is the important part. That's what activates it. You just winged it. I am so sorry. Next time, call, and we can tell you over the phone. Lou collecting palm water. No, he's probably at home. It doesn't seem like he's lurking in the comments here, which he usually does, but hopefully he's home just getting some rest, and we'll see him in the morning. The last time I talked to him yesterday, that's what he said. I'll see you Monday morning. So usually I see him in Sunday afternoons, like I get here just as he's getting ready to leave. But he wasn't here when I got here today. So I'm not sure what he was up to today. Hopefully getting rest. Rice bacteria. I don't know. I did give them some microworms. I give them the microworms in the morning, but then at night before I leave, I give them rotifer. Father Fish likes the live cultures better. He said live food's better than frozen food. But we actually had the rotifer before he set up the microworms, so they started out getting rotifer, and I don't know, I just kind of got in the habit of giving them rotifer. You have rocked it tonight. Well, thank you so much. I didn't really do a whole lot. We had Jacob up most of the time, so it's okay with me because I love looking at his tank. He has a beautiful tank. We do have some shell dwellers. I just fixed up their tank the other day and added like a whole bunch of shells down there. So maybe they'll be having babies and we'll have more. I don't know. But yeah, we do have shell dwellers here. Well, that would be interesting. A crappy fishing channel. You never know. No. So 3G, you can come up and show your tanks. You know, I wouldn't be opposed to that. We like looking at your tanks too. Reaching for something else that I can't have right now. Yeah, see, even Jeff is saying, he wants to see your tanks. Come on up. Squeezed string algae are great for first day betta. Whoa. Really? I got my knowledge from Father Fish and asking a lot of questions. A lot of questions. That's why I don't mind answering questions. If I have the answers, that's great. If I don't have the answers, I'll go ask. But yeah, I made it a point when he asked me. There's a funny story how all this started. When he moved back to Maryland, he moved up here in the area about a block away from his brother. So he moved up here for family. And he was new to the area, was trying to get reacclimated to this area, and didn't really know where anything was in Salisbury, except for me and his brother. And so he was like, I need someone to like come over. Well, actually, before I started cleaning, it was, I don't know where anything is, like grocery stores and all that. I was like, well, that's no problem. I can do food prep for you. So I started cooking, and I would do food preps. I did a week's worth of food and take it to him. So it was already in his refrigerator. All he had to do was heat it up. And so was doing that for a while. And then he asked me, he goes, do you know of any cleaning companies? I need somebody that's not real expensive, but to come clean. I'm single guy, bachelor. It's not one of his fortes is cleaning. You guys know what I'm talking about, right? And so I started cleaning. I was like, well, I'll come do it, because at the time I was a stay-home mom. I homeschooled my youngest one, and I didn't really have a whole lot to do because she had graduated and got married. So I was kind of like, all I do is sit around and knit. At the time I was knitting big blankets. So I started cleaning. I was going to his house once a week, clean and straighten everything up. And one day he looked at me, he goes, can you help me with this? I have to get these boxed up. I didn't know what he was doing. So, I just did what he asked. Sure, no problem. We started boxing the supplement up and putting the labels on it and then taking it over to the post office. He goes, if you can do that and get it in the bag, he goes, I can take it over to the post office. Then the once a week started turning into a couple times a week. And then all of a sudden plants started showing up. He said, the one day, can you stay and help me with these plants? I said, sure, no problem. So he had the plants lined up, and he was like, this is how you do it. You pick one. And so we started doing that. He said, when you have them, then we put them in the bag and, get them on. And then next thing I know, I'm sending plants and supplement. And I'm like, then it was, how about I pay you if you can come work for me like 4 days out of the week. Sure, no problem. 4 days turned into 5 days. It got so big that we could not do it inside his house anymore. We had to go outside. So we were doing it in his front yard, out of his shed. And one of the things I remember him telling me, he goes, I'm kind of busy doing this right now. He's like, look, there's this, the recipe is like right there. Everything you need and the measurements are right there. Do you mind mixing up some of that dirt? And that's where it all started. Like, I'm looking at this stuff and I'm like, ew. But hey, he asked, he needed help, so I did it. And next thing you know, we were making double batches because it was selling so fast. And so it went from the supplement to plants we moved into the one warehouse because it got really cold in the winter and it was too cold to be outside. So that's how we ended up in the first warehouse. Next thing we know, we're putting plant packs together and we're getting more and more plants. And it went from him ordering the plants to, here, I want you to start doing this. Why don't you start doing this and take care of that for me? And now I'm ordering plants. Then when it got too big for over in the other warehouse, because it was a single warehouse, that's when we moved here. And when we moved here, it was the perfect spot because now he could set up his tanks. And it started with those 4 tanks on that black rack that came from the other warehouse. They were in his office. That's all he had room for, were those. And in here we have close to 56 tanks now. So yeah. And here it is 4 years later. Yeah, because my brother passed away the year he came back. So he came back to Maryland in the spring, and my brother passed away in the fall. So yeah, it was, this year will be 4 years. And yeah, I guess when you look at it like that, it's like I started with not knowing anything to me bringing home a betta that I rescued and him saying, here, we're going to set it up. Little did I know he was going to make a video out of it. And so that's what he did. He made a video of me setting up my very first father fish tank. Was a betta bowl. And I still have that betta, by the way. He's actually here at the shop. But that was my first father fish tank, was a betta bowl. And yeah, I got named the Betta Girl. We had a customer come by and he wanted to stop in and see father fish that day. And so he was like, yeah, he was like, we're working, but yeah, you can come by. And the guy drove a truck and he pulled up in his truck and got out and was like, oh, wow, father fish, I've met you. And he walked him around the property, showed him, the plant tubs and everything. And when he introduced us, the guy kept looking at me. He goes, oh, you're the Betta Girl. And I went, what? That kind of threw me back a little bit. But yeah, I've been called that a couple of times in the last 4 years. Plant Lady, Betta Girl. Adam named me the Good Witch. So I've had quite a few names. Wow, that's really cool. So yeah, if I still need to find that photo. I think I was talking to Dina about it. There is a photo. There's actual photographic evidence of father fish, and he had black hair. And it's the day of my christening. He is actually a pastor, and he did my christening when I was a baby. And I have the picture to prove it. Oh, that's really cool. Yeah, my daughter tried the bettas, and we didn't know any different. So yeah, she was like, she had a male betta and she had a female betta, and she was told by the pet shop, the big box stores, you cannot keep 2 bettas together. You need 2 separate tanks. So that's what she did. She had 2 separate tanks, and they were bare bottom. And yeah, she had them for probably a couple years, but not long after that. And it turns out that it's all because of the tank maintenance and stuff that we really didn't know much about. Is this a weekly show? Yes, it is. We are on every Sunday night. We start at 6:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I also go Wednesday nights with Psycho Plant Lady. We are on both air channels. We do Random Mischief at 7:00 on Wednesdays, Father Fish is also on every Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. Probably on this channel. So I'm thinking what the mix up was in the beginning was that I'm probably on the wrong channel. And that's, me being a blonde and not realizing it. Because sitting here thinking about it, yeah, he was the last one to use this. He's the last one that went live, and it was his Tuesday night show. So I think maybe this StreamYard was just on the wrong channel. Yeah, my bad. Oops. Oh yeah, anybody share your links. Share your YouTube links. The Father Fish is, well, you found us, so you obviously found us. The Father Fish. He also has the Natural Aquarium, I think, on YouTube. I'm not sure what the other one is. So yeah, anybody here that has a YouTube channel, drop your link. My YouTube, I don't know where I don't know how to do all that. I'm technically challenged. But you can look me up. I am on YouTube. Like I said, I go live with Psycho Plant Lady on Wednesday nights. And sometimes, not every week, but some weeks, we go multiple times a week. So we'll either do like Thursday, Friday, Saturday, whenever the mood strikes. Because you just never know. And, that's why we call it random. You have an Instagram. I think I have an Instagram too. I'm not sure. I am also on TikTok. Father Fish has a TikTok channel. I just can't get on to post videos. So I'll take videos of the shop here and post them on my TikTok channel. Okay. Yeah, we have a lot of fun on the Wednesday night shows. There's things that we can say there that we can't say here. I have Discord to charge my phone. Does that count? Oh, aren't you so funny? Okay, so now you can hit that link and come up and show us your tanks. We would really, really like it. Would it help if I said please? Do you need the link again? I do know how to copy and paste it now. And then I come down here to that. See, there we go. So just hit that link and come on up. Okay. Well, as I'm looking at the time, we have reached the 2-hour mark. So, yeah, on Father Fish channel, we stay for 2 hours. But on Wednesdays, On Wednesdays, we actually stay later. Oh, sure. When I'm done with my beta, I will definitely jump on live. I need to set up my cam again. Or hey, come up Wednesday. Yes, I love my betas. Come up Wednesday and show us that tank. I can't wait to see it. But for now, we are going to say good night. Thank you. God bless. I love having all of you on here. You all are amazing. I was super nervous, very, very nervous about doing this by myself, but y'all helped me through all that. You're amazing. Thank you, Jacob, for coming up and showing us your tank. I'm going to say good night. Don't forget to tune in to Fatherfish on Tuesday night at 7. And yeah, see, we had him, we shamed him into coming up. There we go. Hey.
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear us?
Hello.
Hello. Can you hear me? Oh, please tell me you don't have problems with it. It's the gremlins. And he left. It's the gremlins. All right. Done well. Good show. Good night, all. Good. Thank you, Lloyd. Thank you so much. Thanks everybody for coming and staying for as long as you did. Thanks for all the questions. Thanks for all the information that you all shared. I did learn a couple of new things too. Thank you, Jacob. It's been a really good night. So we'll see you again. Again, Fatherfish is Tuesday night at 7. Dina is Psycho Plant Lady, and me will be up Wednesday at 7. What else? Our plant sale is the medium plant pack, buy one, get one half off. So go check that out. And I don't know. I will see you again next time. Y'all have a blessed week. And I will see you again next time. Thank you all. I think Greg's going to try again. Here we go. Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
I couldn't hear you before. I couldn't hear you before. I don't know what was going on.
It's those technology gremlins.
There's the opens and the discus right quick.
Oh, look at that.
Let me know. Picture. This is 125 gallon. And it needs some plants. I need to hang out Fatherfish.
Yeah, you need lots of plants.
I need to get you the bag, make some stuff up.
Well, I think we can throw something together for you.
Cool. I'm going to have to get in touch with y'all probably this week or next week. Well, here, let me run up front. Let me see what else I can show y'all. Show you Spanky.
There's Spanky. Just a happy little thing, isn't he?
Yeah. He's got him a little jungle tank to hang out in. A little bit.
That tank's so big, it looks like he's getting tired halfway across.
I turned over my snail trap. Don't have anything to go to.
What is that?
A snail trap.
Oh, cool.
I turned it over. It's laying on its side. It's supposed to be in the other orientation there. This is 75 gallon Fatherfish tank. It's been set up for years and years.
Jennifer said she loves that tank. She wants to do that with angels and discus and her roseline sharks.
Oh yes, that would be wonderful. I used to have a big group of roseline sharks, and I met somebody who wanted them more than me. They got everything on their hands. Okay, well here's the pink angel.
There's the pink ones. Oh, Dina's going to be jealous.
This is another father fish tank. It's been set up since 2019.
Wow.
I first met father fish.
I love all that crypt in there.
Those are some old boys. Some old bronze crypts. I was gonna at one time cut them up and move them around, but I can't make myself do it. Leave them in there, big stands of crypts.
And Lloyd said the pink is so vibrant.
Yeah, that's blue and they're pretty cool. I turn the light down. You can really see how pink the white's on the blue coming out.
Yeah, I agree with Lisa. That crypt is beautiful.
This place got sold it many times, but when I first set it up, I got black diamond blasting pan. And I done the regular father fish style with and I capped it with black diamond sand. And I wasn't aware there's a coarse and a fine sand. I got the fine sand, and it was real dusty.
Huh.
I had dust all over everything all the time, and so I put a very thin layer of small BB size gravel to hold that all that dust down. It was so bad.
Yeah.
And that's why this one has that little gravel in there. Usually most all my tanks are sand, but this one has a little bit of gravel on top too. I didn't feel like redoing it, and taking all that other stuff out, so I just capped it with gravel.
Right. Well, it looks great.
Well, we're running to the back now. We'll go head on further. Am I keeping you too long?
No, you're great. I hang out here till about 10 o'clock anyways.
We got some more pink angels back here.
Nice.
They're wanting to be fed. It's a 55-gallon father fish style tank. It's probably been set up since 19 or 20.
Wow. All your tanks are so beautiful.
Well, not all of them. I got a few dumpster fires, believe me. Frankie tank's down here. It's empty. I'm waiting for some mud skippers. I ordered them, but they put them on back order.
Yeah, that's what they kept doing with Father Fish. Every time he tried to order mud skippers, they kept putting them on back order.
Well, I don't know what they put them on the list for if they don't have them. Usually they don't even put them on the list.
Right.
Okay, I got a quarantine tank here. And I got a couple of smalls. I don't know if they're smoky angels or pandas. I haven't quite decided yet.
Huh.
But they're in quarantine. This is some new fish. And I also got some flagfish. Some flagfish moving in there with them. the flag fisher to get a hold of the BBA. I don't know if you can see. Can you see the top of that container, all the BBA on it?
Uh-huh.
I got a little hair piece on top of him there. Anyhow, the flag fish is supposed to be going to eat some BBA for me. I got my local fish shop had some longfin rosy bars. I don't know if y'all familiar with those guys. This tank needs some work. It needs a lot of water, and but anyhow, I'm slowly kind of getting some fish around. As you can see, the fish room it's here. It just needs work.
We have a question here. I'm not quite sure how to answer that. Should I put fine gravel or just sand in my Sweetwater aquarium? What is Sweetwater?
That's the Sweetwater. I'm not familiar with the Sweetwater. That's a new one on me also. That's a new one on me. I'm not sure.
I would say if you just have what kind of substrate do you have? And Jennifer said your rosy barbs are pretty. All of
Thank
them
you.
are pretty. All your tanks are nice.
Thank you. Well, pretty much most of the ones that look good are father fish style, and the ones that look like dumpster fires are not.
Oh, okay. Somebody said in Spanish, fresh water is usually referred to as sweet water. So my aquarium is empty. So you want to start with a substrate. You can like a dirt substrate. We have the dirt. We have complete dirt, or we have the supplement. They're both in the shop, in the Shopify. And then you take 1 inch of the dirt substrate and then cap it with 2 inches of sand, and that allows you to put live plants in there.
I don't want to get father fish mad at me, but at the time that this tank's been set up since 2019.
Wow.
And at the time that father fish didn't offer any soil or anything like that.
Right.
And so I didn't have a way to buy that from y'all, and so I went to the local Home Depot and I bought Miracle Grow organic potting soil.
Ooh.
That's what this tank's been running on since 2019.
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
Just straight out of the bag. I didn't, a lot of people says run it through a screen and get all the big particles out and blah blah blah. I'm too lazy for that. I put about an inch and a half of it in the bottom, and then I put 2 or 3 inches of sand on top of it. And it was that real dusty sand, and it worked great. It grew plants great. It was just real dusty from the fish picking it up.
Right.
And then I put this thin layer of gravel on there. But, like I said, when I started this tank, Father Fish didn't have his soil available.
Right. Yeah, I don't know exactly when he started doing like the substrate. I remember boxing it up 4 years ago, like when he first started
up there.
Yeah.
I don't believe he offered it when he was in Florida.
Wow.
So, but anyhow, that's another possibility. Just get your bag of Miracle Grow organic and cap it.
Yeah. Just make sure you cap it with sand. We use clean pool filter sand.
Always cap it with sand.
Yeah. Well, the pool filter sand has already been cleaned, so it's not going to create like a lot of dust in your tank, and you don't have to wash it. Your water's not going to get dirty when you add it. Some people use play sand, which is dirty, and you have to like clean it really good before you add it.
I don't
But
know. In my area, we have fracking. You know, they do the fracking, and they have sand trucks that they after they frack and have the voids there, they fill it back up with sand. And the sand that they use to fill that up is some of the cleanest sand I've ever seen in my life. These trucks, they park at truck stops and they park on the side of the road, and while they're sitting there, they leak this sand, and they leak these huge piles of sand on the side of the road or at a truck stop. I go by there with a 5-gallon bucket and I pick it up.
there you go.
And you can pour it straight through the water column without cleaning it, and it'll just sink right, no particles, cleanest sand you've ever seen.
Wow.
So if you have access to frack sand, I'd recommend it. Super cheap, and it's of course I like black diamond sand. But most of my tanks have black diamond in it, have that black sand.
Yeah.
And like this tank, it's the black diamond sand, and that's what I really like is it. But if I'm doing the father fish style, I'm capping with sand for sure.
Oh yeah, Lloyd says dust usually clears in a week. Sometimes it doesn't even take that long if you just do like a water change after you fill it and it's real cloudy and everything. Just do a water change.
Yep.
1 or 2 of those, and it'll clear right up.
Yep, exactly right.
Yeah, we actually have. Jeff Fairchild says HTH pool filter sand from Ace Hardware for the win. No rinsing. We go right up here to the pool store and get the pool sand.
Yep. Pool can't go wrong with pool sand.
And Danny Ken Aquatic says looks good 3G.
Kenny E, my man. Kenny, did you see the Altoms? Let me show Kenny the Altoms right quick. He's the one that if it wasn't for him, I wouldn't have them. Here you go, Kenny. Kenny E has an awesome fish house. Him and Miss Danny. I don't know if y'all know them. They have their own stream that they do. They're probably fixing to ramp it up for long. And he has a huge fish house. He likes big fish, monster type fish, which they have all kinds, and shrimp and everything you can imagine. And Kenny, drop your link, baby.
Yeah, drop your link.
Kenny's old school fish family.
Oh, cool.
Back in 2019, when the COVID hit, he jumped in his truck and he drove around the United States going to see Fish Family.
Oh, really?
He did. He was a boss. But anyhow, this is the back to the 125. Like I say, I need some plants in here. Hey, I don't know if anybody ever does this. I was cleaning the tank this weekend, and I don't know. Let me see if I can get it centered up there. I don't know if you can see that. The 2-liter bottle with polyfill in it and a power head on top of it.
You're using that as a filter?
That's a filter.
That's so cool.
You see how brown it is?
Yeah.
It's supposed to be white. But that's just the hang. I have filters already on the tank, but like when I'm getting here messing around and stirring it all up, I pull it out with this power head, 2-liter bottle, and polyfill.
That's cool. He said, yes, Father Fish was one of the stops in 2019.
I know. And when he made that, I had just got into the fish family, and I just missed Kenny by days, and I hate that.
Is that when he was in Florida then?
Yes. And I'm here in North Louisiana. Kenny came through here, and we saw Jess from Maine's Tail, Fur, and Fins. She had a morning show, and Father Fish was on it quite a few times. And Kenny came and visited her, and I just missed it. I just missed him.
Oh, wow.
I hate that. But Kenny E's the man. We love Kenny. Miss Danny too. Look, I'm a back on out here, Miss Brenda. I probably held you up too long. But
You're
you
okay.
said
I don't mind. I was saying good night, but hey, as long as people are coming up, hey, I'll stay on.
come on, Kenny. Come on, Kenny. Show. Well, I don't know. He might be getting ready to do his stuff. Kenny's got a wonderful fish house.
Oh, cool.
And I think he's downsized too. I mean, he still has a ton of tanks, but I think he's about to cut his numbers in half or something like that. But he's still got more than I've got.
Well, don't forget to come up Wednesday night when me and Psycho Plant Lady go live on Wednesdays at 7.
Oh yeah, I'll be up there to give y'all heck and chair too. We got to keep chair straight.
Yeah, we got to keep him straight. We can't let him, can't let that head get too big. We got to keep him,
Keep him in his high chair and keep his binky on hand. Thanks for having me up. I'll see y'all next week.
All right, no problem.
All right, bye.
Bye. Yeah, you're getting ready to stream now. Cool. So, like I was saying, Psycho Plant Lady or me, either one of our channels, come on up. We do Random Mischief on Wednesday nights at 7. Come up and show us your tanks. We love it. We don't care what you have. If you have fish, dogs, cats, birds, any of your hobbies, anything, you can come up and show us Wednesday nights. Yes, Lloyd, there's still, 27 now, but yeah, there's still plenty of people here. Catch up on Thursday. Hey, we might go live Thursday. I don't know. That's why it's random because, we're always there on Wednesdays, but sometimes we come up Thursday or Friday, just depending on what's going on. Where are those Danios in his tank? Were those Danios? I don't know. 3G, were those Danios in your tank? I'm not sure because, I'm still learning the fish. I was actually amazed at how many I've actually learned so far. Yeah, because I'm like, I'll never be able to learn all these fish. And somebody, customers come in and ask, and it's like, I get it right. I'm like, hey, I know which one that is. When they say, I want this fish or that fish, and I know what they're talking about. That's a good question. You can look for the Good Witch of Maryland, or just me. I'm sorry, I'm actually on here as Father Fish. My name on YouTube is Brenda Meredith, I believe. I don't know. He says, no, they're Rummy Nose Tetras. Gold ring Danios. I'm not sure what they look like, but I'll look them up. Yeah. Sometimes Crypt will do that. We had an order that came in. So I ordered plants to come in on a Friday. Yeah. They were supposed to come in on a Friday. They were not there Friday morning. And we kept checking all day Friday. They were hung up in Memphis, Tennessee. They did not hit Maryland until Saturday morning. They got to Salisbury by Saturday night, and we could not get those plants until Monday morning. Now, we're used to getting our plants next day. So by the time we got those plants in Monday morning, we looked at them, and most of them did not fare well. But all the Crypt, when Father Fish looked at them, he said, look, the roots are still white. You're going to lose the leaves, but the roots are still good. He said, go plant them in a tub out back and let them lose their leaves, but make sure they're planted because then they'll come back. So that's what we did. So we have a tank of crypt that looks pretty bad, but we have faith that they're going to come back. They look like little brown trout. Oh, cool. Yes, that spell check, that word autocorrect, I hate it. It happens on my phone all the time. They look like baby bass. Oh, cool. Yeah, between my thumbs getting in the way and autocorrect, I get frustrated sending text messages. There's a lot of fish that I have not heard of that I'm fascinated every time we get something new in. And I'm like, I have no idea what that is. Somebody will ask and say, hey, do you have this? And I'm like, I don't know. And I probably sound stupid, but it's like, and then I have to tell them, look, I'm just learning the fish. So no, I don't know if we have it, but here's somebody that does. So there's always somebody around that, can help me out with that when I can't get on the internet and check it out. So I don't want to hold anybody else up. So I'm going to, is Greg coming back up? Greg is coming back up. Hello again. Oh, there we go.
Okay, I'm going to do goodies. Probably look like little bands.
Jeff Fairchild said, Greg, read your Discord, man, so we can communicate.
Oh, man, I told him I have this cord that charges my phone. There's a huge lag right now, Mr.
And Lloyd said, long time no see. Yeah, it was what, a minute? Nice.
Yeah, little goodies look like bass. I love them. I got a huge delay here. I'm about 20 seconds behind you, so I'm going to get out of here.
All right, no problem. We'll see you next time. And with that, I'm going to try this one more time because it has now been 2.5 hours, and it's been a great night. Thank you, everyone that came up. Thanks for all the comments. Thanks for a great show. I had a lot of fun. Not so nervous anymore. And let's see. I will see you again next time. Y'all have a wonderful week. And I will see you, some of you, on Wednesday night. Bye for now. See you later. And why it's not ending? It doesn't want to end. I don't know how.
Well, hello. This is Father Fish. Now back with you in a new and exciting format.